This was used for my last day and maybe one more night, I don't remember, but let's quickly check the current edge condition. Not bad, but you can tell it's slipping. Okay, start slipping here. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I would say it's okay. The last layer, and this is as you can see, the hem. Well, before I put everything away, let's quickly try putting micro bevel with natural stone. This is what I normally do. Yeah. So this is why I really like my natural stone. Camera rolling, audio speed, scene 1, take 1, action. So this is my sort of new setup, or rather sharpening equipment storage / mobile sharpening station. This is not for the sake of YouTube video, it's out of necessity. So let me quickly show you the contents. This is January 2nd, and yesterday I set up this. On top of this, I have diamond plate setup. I really don't use this these days, but I still keep it. So they are ready to go. Atoma diamond plate 150, 400, 1200. And Sharpie, these two are natural stones. And this one comes off. This platform can be used for test cut or drawing, writing. This will come off quickly. And the entire top unit comes off. And this is the main thing. I can use my regular homemade sink bridge like this, but since I said this is sort of portable, I am going to try this one because you have to disassemble, but this will fit inside. And it doesn't take that much to assemble. And yeah, it's pretty stable. So sink bridge And for now, I keep my Sharpton stone flattener, but I can use Atoma 170 in the top compartment. Stones that I use regularly. So let's try how I can use this thing. How to reset kiriha. The primary bevel. This primary bevel is called kiriha, and this is not flat and straight. It is twisted like this and curved. So anyway, let's try. Let's quickly check the current edge condition. Not bad, but you can tell it's slipping. So what I am going to show you today is how this setup, mobile setup works, and also how to reset kiriha. So just like I did before, I mark on kiriha. Okay, so Sharpie line goes all the way to the edge line, and I am going to work on this area first. As I move toward this way, I can work on larger area like this, and since this is the first time I am using this setup, I really don't know how. I first have to, I don't want to fill this with water. First I use 400, 800 Naniwa chosera. So first I need to soak some of the stones, not all of them. Whoa. You can fill this thing with water, but I really don't want to do that. Let's see how it works. I guess I need some sort of non-slip mat. Here, how do I use? To be honest, I'm not really a big fan of this. This sink bridge is made by Naniwa, so it would naturally work with a Naniwa products. So this stopper. Okay. So someone also asked me about the convex shape of this stone. So this is how I use it. So start from this first oval. A little bit too close to the edge line. The third one, and here, fourth. What I am doing now is what I call resetting kiriha. Meaning, you are removing micro bevel. or any convex. As you can see, even with 400, it only touches small area. Not really small, but it will never touch the entire kiriha from edge line to shinogi line. So for this project, I strongly recommend starting something around 400. You don't have to go down to 220, but don't start with 1000. Alright, so roughly I ground off the highest place, highest part of kiriha. I move slightly closer to the edge line. Until the Sharpie line disappears. The big problem with this stone is I cannot move stone closer. Well, I can actually if I flip it. I'm not that smart. Okay, the line almost disappeared, but I can see the reflection of the light, which is slightly different right at the apex. So from here, basically you just keep grinding off until you feel bar on the back side. But be very careful, you don't want to pull huge bar. Seriously. Especially something like this, R2 steel. And with white and blue, they actually don't form huge long bar. So you constantly need to check the back side with finger. Here is this convex in action. Just slightly tilt up and so this way you can grind off, kind of pinpoint, exactly where you want to grind off. It saves your knife. You don't remove unnecessary steel this way. All in all, this stage is about creating the shape, not putting a sharp edge on. Pretty much exactly the opposite of what I showed not the previous video, but 2 video before this one. It's actually already forming bar. It is. Even though I still see the Sharpie line. If that happens to you, just ignore the remaining line and don't push anymore. Again, the goal is not to erase the Sharpie line. It's just a reference, guideline. So I can feel bar already. So now I move on to the area that's close to shinogi line. You have to hold like this and intentionally tilt this way and this way. Otherwise, this part will never come in contact with the stone. See? And don't press down hard. And here. Mark on kiriha with Sharpie. Even if you have been sharpening for years, this will actually teach you quite a bit. Don't have to do it all the time, but you should at least try once or twice. I have been doing this for years. I don't need to put a line with Sharpie. If you think that way, you know, in the last couple of months, actually more than a couple of months, but watch my last video. You know, I am not really a good person to teach things to the people, but I did, and I tried to teach the way those complete beginner can understand, not about just knife sharpening, but also how to cut fish and 400 done.